The following video has been made by the creator as RT13 for YouTube viewers 13 and older, due to some potentially suggestive content or language. For the best audio quality, use of headphones may be recommended.
The Moonshadow Mystery channel and its affiliates make no claim to ownership or association with the topics or media discussed in this program, unless explicitly stated otherwise. This video was made with the purpose of being a form of entertainment, and not for the sake of profiting from the creations, licenses, or properties belonging to other content creators or organizations. The content of this video is used and executed under the guidelines of the Fair Use Act.
Gorillaz in all associated images, media, characters, and locations are the licensed and creative property of Damon Albarn and Jamie Hewlett, and the respective record labels responsible for the production of their albums, including Parlophone, Virgin EMI, and the Warner Brothers Records. Please support the official releases.
The following video includes audio transcribed from an interview with noisy.vice.com with the intent of entertainment purposes and not profit. To view the original interview, go to the following link, which is also available in the video description: https://noisy.vice.com/article/guide-2-written.
And now to the Moonshadow Mystery channel, which presents Moonshadow Impersonates Murdoc from Gorillaz.
Hello everyone, welcome to the Moonshadow Mystery channel. I'm of course your host, Moonshadow Mystery the Changeling.
Sorry everyone, especially to my mates across the pond. Welcome back to the Moonshadow Mystery channel, and again, as always, I'm your host, Moonshadow Mystery the Changeling. Thank you very much for tuning in once again. And I know previously I did an impersonation of 2D from the same band, Gorillaz. And down the road I hope to do a cover of one of their songs, if I can get everything done right. So why do another one so soon? Well, with the potential of a brand new Gorillaz album coming up, if you, like me, have been a fan of the Gorillaz since way back in the day, not 1998 when it first arrived in the UK, but 2000 when it first made it over to the shores to the United States, then it's a big deal. You know, I'm a huge fan. I love the work. I have almost every album, and I mean almost because I don't have a lot of the international ones or the exclusives. Anyway, as stated, I want to be doing not just an impersonation, but much like 2D, a transcription of the cover of the interview with said character. So without further ado, let's get started.
An exclusive interview with the leader and bass player of Gorillaz about booze, Brexit, Ringo Starr, and Carry On Matron. Something is stirring. It's been 4 years since Gorillaz released their last record, The Fall. In 4 years since the band was spinning off in desperate directions. Russell blown 60 times its size. 2D nearly becoming whale food. Noodle battering demons turned Morpheodons in Tokyo, and Murdoc, well. Since their last record, Gorillaz' chief songwriter and bassist Murdoc Niccals has been through the wars, a little more than usual at least. After finding himself stranded on the titular Pacific beach, a remote island seemingly miles away from civilization, Niccals was surviving just about with nobody but the cyborg version of Noodle for company. However, when the island was besieged by pirates, he was forced to escape on a small rustic submarine. following an ungodly stretch of time, submerged and without toilet facilities, it was eventually forced to surface, only to be greeted by the battleship Rango, a huge sea vessel owned by EMI. The multinational record company proceeded to take Niccals abroad, back to London, only to imprison him in a dungeon beneath Abbey Road. So yeah, it's been a hell of a year. Luckily for us, he's negotiated his exit on the packet of fags. For those Yanks across the pond, fags is what's called cigarettes over in the UK and much of Europe. So don't go misconstruing the word with your misuse of the Queen's English language, mates. Anyways, in return for his commitment to write and record another Gorillaz album, this of course is hugely exciting news. New Gorillaz means, well, we have absolutely no idea what that means, and that's what makes the prospect so exciting. What also makes this prospect exciting is that it gave Noisy the opportunity to sit down with Murdoc for an exclusive head-to-head chat. We were a little nervous going in. Don't forget, this is a man rumoured to have sold his soul to the devil and permanently damaged the eye sockets of his band's lead singer. But as it turned out, he's quite the affable bloke in his own special way, giving Gorillaz propensity for capturing the good, the bad, and the ugly of Great Britain, and the ever-thickening deep grey quagmire that is the state of the nation. We thought it was a perfect opportunity to ask Murdoc a few questions about his beloved United Kingdom. Where was he born? Where did he first play music? Where did he first kiss somebody? And where is this slippery rock heading next? Well, let's get started with the interviews, eh, right, mates? Don't forget me for a moment, everyone. So, hello, Murdoc. It's an honour to meet you, mate. Welcome to the studio.
Yeah, I'm sure it's a great big thrill for you. You're not the ones who got raided by pirates and had to negotiate, his freedom, with a record studio, but, I don't know, it's a pleasure to be here.
Yeah, man, it's real great having you on the show. So where were you born then? Give us a little backstory.
Mere mortals are born. Murdoc Niccals stage dived into existence in a blaze of total fucking glory. But if you're after an exact location, I was living at the Three-Legged Dog in Stoke-on-Trent, my dad's Okabuza. Out the back by the wheelie bins, put that dump on the bloody map. There's probably a blue plaque up there these days.
What was Stoke-on-Trent of your childhood like? Is it any different, as these days? And now I realise I'm taking some creative liberties with the questions. I might have got a little bit off script. Get over it.
It's the village to the north, except the turds instead of grunders. It's still on trivia, pretty tasty back then, especially after chugging out time. Dog eat dog, well, man eat dog if you had a burger at Benny's Snack Man.
How was it living in a city of industry during the 1980s? Sorry, mate, during the reign of Thatcher and the dismantling of the manufacturing centre.
Fuck knows. I've no opinion. I was knackered most of the time. I was sitting under the civil business of yours to start with.
Alright, point taken. How was your school life?
It was your typical British state institution. All the usual bollocks, blackboards, bullies, Bunsen burners. And this psychotic bastard of a teacher. Hitler moustache, bow tie, leather gloves. You know the type. Mr. Bronson, I think he was called. Hang on. It was Grange Hill, wasn't it? Fuck knows if I remember. was off my tits on Sherbet Fountain most of the time.
Alright, when did you first perform in front of people? You know, how did the great Murdoc Niccals get his start?
Also the three-legged dog, my old man made me sing in the monthly talent contest to win him beer money. First gig I was 6 years old. Smashed out the wheels on the bus, one of the most seminal gigs in pop history. Hey, wait a minute. What the hell are you doing? I'm pretty sure half of these questions can be answered in the Rise of the Ogre novel. Old Barnes' biography. Why are you asking stuff we answered back then?
Alright, mate, don't take it too personally. Yeah, I'm just doing my job. So, where was your first kiss, mate? You know, do tell. Where does the legend himself, you know, get his first gal?
Yeah, that's a good question, mate. I believe it was on a school trip to Tipton Silage Plant. Kelly O'Driscoll, I believe, was the guy's name. She was so cute, having a number back in the day. Now a bare-knuckle boxing champion. I'm fairly certain I have something to do with that, you know.
Oh, right, mate. Good story. So, where was your first fight? You know those busted up nasal bones of yours had to cover them somewhere. You know, fill us in with the details.
Again, it was at the silage plant with Kelly O'Driscoll. Gave me my first broken nose, and broken pelvis, and broken heart. God, I miss her.
Blimey, mate. Sounds rough, eh? So, how'd you get your first drink, yeah? Where'd you get drunk first time?
Apologies there, mate. Farting a little something, I'm sure. And to be perfectly honest with you, I was too young to remember. You know, don't take this as me promoting underage drinking money means, I'm not, it's just how things were done back then, I mean, I'm in my 40s now, man, So let's not dwell on that topic too much.
Alright, full point. So, any fond memories, of childhood holidays? Any memories at all? You knacking out your skull or whatnot?
I believe I've got a blurred memory of a donkey and some sand and possibly crabs. That could have been Tijuana in '92. That aside, of course, there's no one at the British seaside. Thieving seagulls, empty arcades, bigoted pensioners, Arctic fucking water, makes you proud.
Where were you when you sold your soul to the devil, mate? Come on, let us know. Is this all myth or is this, the real deal?
Listen, mate, selling your soul isn't like flowing a penis pump on Gumtree. It's a big deal. A very private, sacred moment in a Sunday Satanist life. So please, show some respect. Besides, even though I didn't want to tell you about it, I couldn't, cause I just totally went off my nut.
Alright, mate, so tell me about Gorillaz' first ever show.
The first gig, our big debut. Camden Brown House, 1998. How'd it go? Like any paradigm-shifting event, it overloaded people's synapses. They were so shell-shocked a massive riot broke out, which I predicted. The place got trashed. There were multiple casualties, and I picked up a range of STDs. Top night.
Right, too much information. So, where are you going to be inspired?
Huh? Is this a trick question? I go to the mirror, of course. Nothing inspires me more than bask in my own greatness.
Alright, sounds a little pretentious. And who might argue, with, a living rock god. So, where do you record your music these days? I know about when y'all first got started, it was like a garage, and then, Kong Studios, and then ended up in Plastic Beach. And last I heard, before the Plastic Beach thing was over, y'all in some sort of townhouse. So, what's going on, mate?
Strangely enough, I record in a recording studio. Top secret spot in London. State-of-the-art gear. We even got an espresso machine.
Oh, pretty nice, mate. So, who's the greatest British artist, living or dead? Give us your your 2 bits, mate. Punch us a few quid with it.
Living? And me, of course. The credit where credit is due for sheer versatility and staying power. I'd have to give it to give it an older Ringo Starr. And everyone else was coked out of their minds in the 80s. He did his career's finest work on Thomas the Tank Engine. Dead, well, that'd be Delia Derbyshire. Got you there, haven't I? She was a genius innovator, sculptor with sound. Worked with the BBC Radiophonic Workshop in the 60s. Doctor Who thing? Delia. Popped her clogs in 2001, but throughout the cosmos her legend wears on.
So, what's the greatest British film ever made in your personal opinion?
And in my personal opinion, well, thank you for handing it to me on a silver platter. Carry on, matron. On the surface, a film about randy blokes in nurses' outfits trying to steal a contraceptive pills from a maternity hospital. But below the surface, a damning expose into the terminal malaise that was the 70s Britain.
Too right, mate. So, what makes you proud to be British? What makes you ashamed?
Well, Britain is one of the few places in the world where the old Bill don't carry guns, which makes me very proud. And alive. I wouldn't be here if they were packing. I'd have been gunned down in Ann Summers in '98, assaulting a security guard with a pair of arse candles. As for shame, I didn't really do it. See previous answers.
Alright, well, how's your attitude toward the UK changed in your lifetime? When and why? Let us in on the dirt, mates.
Well, my upper lip has become a little less stiff. I think that's inevitable. Make no mistake, though. Everything else is as hard as lead piping.
So, did you vote to leave or remain inside the European nation?
Why would I leave somewhere so great? Did you know Lithuania ranked #1 in the world for internet upload and download speeds? Imagine what you could string with that.
Who, if anyone, would you vote for in a general election? You know, we're really curious to see what you say about that, mate.
First of all, lay off the main bit. And second, I vote for whichever arsehole is slightly less of an arsehole. Which usually means... the Green Party. I get my PA2D to fire off my poster vote, while I'm kicking back with a mani-pedi and a crockwax.
Do you trust politicians? Any of them? Who could you bear, or who do you most wish to suffer in some act of unspeakable violence?
Well, politicians are inherently untrustworthy, because it's in their interest to lie. Much like journalists, right, pal?
Oh, wait. Oh, mate, keep it above the belt, would you? So, how can we make Britain great again? Again, in your opinion, mate. Sorry, bloke, sorry.
Now, let's start this time. Stick the royal family back in charge. You know, they're batshit crazy. Love abuse up and occasionally dress up in period German military outfits. All of which is right up my straws.
When you lie back and dream of England, what do you see, mate? Sorry, my lord. Mr. Niccals. Do tell us, what do you see?
When I see David Attenborough and his wife Ransom Truby holding a Staffordshire Bull Terrier on a gold chain. Oh. If you ask me, there's no better way to view it. Oh.
Alright. So, what? So what makes a good pub?
Oh. Pubs. Yeah, pubs aren't meant to be good, mate. They're meant to be depressing and anonymous. A home from home for people with even shittier homes. But a slot machine always helps, and a jar of pickled eggs from the time before Diana died.
Blimey, Mr. Niccals, that was dark. So, what makes a good breakfast?
Anything over 80% proof, of course. Anything less just isn't worth waking up for.
Kind of agree. So, Weatherspoons, yay or nay? Yeah, sure you've got an opinion on that topic.
A big fat yes! Some of them branches open up at 7 a.m. 7 fucking a.m. Now that's customer service.
What's the best British food and why? Yeah, what do you enjoy most, Mr. Niccals?
Curry. Yeah, I know we didn't invent it, but we stole it and made our own. What's more British than that? Yeah, a lot like tea. Nicked it from China, added milk and 2 sugars. Best of bloody British. People say the British Empire was built on tea. It wasn't. They used guns with knives on the end. But it must have helped.
I'm sure it did, mate, sure it did. So, Beatles or Stones?
Are you daft? The Beatles, of course. You know, it's unquestioned. You know, even we take part of our sound from the Beatles, part of our inspiration. You know, that is why I'm not looking at myself in the mirror.
Alright, so, Blur or Oasis?
Damon Albarn can shove it, Oasis.
Good man, mate. So, Who do you think should play in the next Bond?
Believe it or not, I think Noodles should be the next Bond. What's that? Murdoc? But she's a woman. Yeah, deal with it. I'm a feminist now.
Is rock dead? Come on, do you think the old standard's still viable in this day and age of music?
I'm insulted. You don't ask me that when you're sitting close enough to feel the heat pulse from my trousers.
When and if you finally die, where's the green and unpleasant land shall we bury you?
Death is for mugs, mate. Cryogenics, that's where it's on. Plan is to bring my important bits, head and penis. Then attach them to some cyborg or whatnot in the future. Then they plug me in, whack 1,000 volts up me arse, and I'll rise again like a Terminator Messiah.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive, man. Pretty impressive. So, finally, can you tell me anything about the new album? Anything at all? Any little tidbits?
No. A big fat no. If I were to tell you, I'd have to kill you. It's all hush-hush quiet, At this point in time, I'd love to blather on about it. But que sera, sera. So, we done here. Yeah, I've got some groupies waiting back in the Winnebago. Yes, my Winnebago still lives. It just doesn't go anywhere any longer. So we done. Can I get the bloody air out of here now?
Well, everyone, thank you for tuning in to the Moonshadow Mystery channel. I'm sure you were a little shocked to hear me using certain words. Given for the most part in previous videos, I have advocated child-friendly viewing. Well, that is why I came up with my personal ranking system. So if you fail to heed the rating warning at the start of the video, that is your fault, not mine. I'm devoid of all responsibility related to what you hear on my network. If you fail to adhere to my notice at the beginning of the video. But, what did you think? Did you enjoy this interview with Murdoc Niccals? And yes, I did take some creative liberties with it. If you did, hit that like button down below and leave your thoughts and comments. If you didn't like it, well, again, leave your thoughts down below and hit that dislike button if you feel like it. If you want to see more videos like this one, head back to my primary channel and you can see other videos, including one where I did similarly with 2D for highsnobiety.com. And also check out some of my other impersonation videos, as well as my first thoughts on My Little Pony, Equestria Girls, Dragon Ball Super, Steven Universe, etc. And feel free to check out some of my other impersonations, specifically my tribute to Robin Williams, where I impersonate his character Genie from Aladdin. And even check out my 1970s country cover of Mamas Don't Let Your Babies Grow Up to Be Cowboys, as sung by Waylon Jennings and Willie Nelson. If you have any thoughts, comments, suggestions, critique, or otherwise, leave it in that comment section down below, or go down in the video description and use one of the methods listed to get in touch with me with more in-depth commentary and suggestions. Those links will be visible at the end of this video. For those who do take the time to email me, Facebook me, whatever, I will make the attempt to give you access to some of my content that hasn't been released. In other words, demo audio for video projects I had intended for this channel, as well as rehearsal tapes, etc. for other content, including others related to the Gorillaz. So, thank you for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you got offended by any of the language, I sincerely do apologize. But again, was transcribing from the actual interview. Now while I did take some creative liberties, the vast majority of it came straight from the interview. So don't be mad at me, be mad at noisy.vice.com. Again, the link for the original interview is in the video description below. And you saw the URL linked in the notice at the start of the video. So, thank you everyone for tuning in. Hope you tune in next time to the Moonshadow Mystery channel. And I hope you all have a safe, warm, pleasant rest of the week. And as always, don't go changing for anyone but yourselves. Moonshadow Mystery the Changeling, also known as Compound Eyes and Moonlight Shadow, is the original character and by extension the creative and intellectual property of its creator, Darren self, better known as Moonshadow Mystery the Changeling. If you'd like to contribute to this channel, wish to submit fan art, make more extensive suggestions or critique, or would like to view other creative content associated with this channel or its creator, then you may do so by using the links available in the video description, which are as follows. Skype, Moonshadow Mystery, Darren Self. Our associated Gmail, selfdarren1@gmail.com. DeviantArt, where you may find our artistic endeavors, as well as some of our creative writing, http://greatdragonseiru.deviantart.com. Facebook at https://www.facebook.com/darren.self.12. Twitter at Moonshadow_mist. SecondLife, Moonshadow Mystery, or darkryu.burner. Patreon is currently unavailable and is still pending payment method.